of using the method of candle body close. And then you can write something in here, for example, boss for a break of structure. And here we can write boss, short for break of structure, and you can save that as a template. For example, boss break of structure. So now we will save that as a template. And now you just can take your mouse to your line, right click, select template, and you scroll down and you find your break of structure. Very useful. You can see here I have a lot of other templates for a lot of different things. Here, for example, a structure break. So, and that's also another thing. Me personally, I don't like having written text, like you see here, boss. I'm not so big fan of that. So what I personally do instead, if I use colors. So if you see over here, I have various colors for certain things. So instead of having a written boss here, I have just a color, and that color represent whatever it is whatever it is that I'm trying to mark out. So yeah, I'm more of a color person, you can say. And you're gonna also see why that is quite useful in a moment. So say now we have marked out our break substructures. And now if you go over here, you have, this is the highlighted tool. So you can draw on your chart. However, if you select this and you use the same thing we talked about earlier with the control button, you will be able to use it the same way. So in this case, if you select this, now you selected this low and you have a dot over here. So that can be quite interesting because this is your lower low, or a lower, this is your low, this is your high low. You have your lower low over here, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. You see the pattern? So this can be very interesting and very simple to mark out your break substructures. So use colors. So instead of this being a boss, I can just have this, for example, just not say anything, but I know that blue line equals a break substructure. And that can be very useful. And also you can use other tools, other things, for example. So, and also if you want to copy something, so if you had, this is my break substructure. If I now want to copy this, I can just click and hold Control, click and hold Control, and then you click and hold Control on this, and you select, you make copies of that one. And now you have a few copies of the line. Now if you take this end and you hold Control, the same thing with hovering above or below. You can now mark out this. Same thing here. And do you see that? See what I did now? I thought this was my higher high, but that was not my higher high because that was over here. So now I made a mistake, and that's the good part with having organize your chart with something like this, because you have each dot represents a swing high or low. Swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing high, swing low, and so on. So that's one way of doing it, and that can be very interesting. So now we have a bullish structure, and say we have a bearish structure going down here. Same principle. We take this tool, a highlighted tool. This is your swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, and then the same thing. You select your tool, drag it over there. Same thing here, same thing here, same thing here. So blue is, as you can see here, blue dot equals high time frame swing structure. You can see the swing structure is bearish. And now you might wonder, what about the lower time frame? So if I now go down on the lower time frame, we can clearly see the swing structure is clearly bearish. And if you can use the same way of organizing your chart on the lower time frame. So for example, the swing structure is bearish, but here we have a lower time frame or an internal structure that is bullish. So this is bullish on the lower time frame. So the high time frame is bearish, and the lower time frame, the internal structure, this is the internal structure. That structure is within this high. In this high and this low down here. So if I now zoom in here, so if you're going to map your structure on the 15-minute time frame, we can select this and do the same thing. And instead of this being blue, we can just have it red. So you see. So these dots can be really interesting to try and organize yourself about what is the high time frame structure, what is the lower time frame structure, what is each doing, and where do you have your breaks of structure. For example, here we have a break of structure here, red, same thing here, same thing here, same thing here. And you see here, for example, you see this price broke this. And that comes back down to the question I asked, or the statement I said earlier. What do you consider a broken structure? See, this is a wick. So this could just have been a liquidity grab. So there's a lot of liquidity under all of this here. All of this structure and a lot of liquidity, a lot of buyers. This wick could have come down, taken everybody out, and continue higher. So if you only treat candle bodies as the swing structure, the lower time frame structure is still bullish. So this wick down was only to take out this liquidity down here. So the internal structure is still bullish. So the higher time frame structure is bearish. The blue structure is bearish. The lower time frame is bullish. So the lower time frame is counter trend. So continue the same thing, the same process. You have your swing high, swing low, swing low, and you see over here we, at this point, and this was broken, so here you had your market structure shift or chalk, depending on which terminology you want to use. You had your chalk. So here the assumption could be that now the lower time frame structure is beginning to align with the higher time frame structure. And just by looking at this, you'll see that's the case. So that's how we can use this way of mapping your structure using colors and using these nice dots to try and organize yourself about where is your swing high, where is your swing low, where is your internal high or low. And something also you could do is to so say for example all of this is blue. Blue equals swing structure. Now if you click and hold Control and you click and hold on the mouse, you can select all of this. So if I do that now, see I'm selecting all of this. And now if you go over here it says Object Tree and Data Window. And you scroll down. Here are all your drawings you just made. And now this is a very interesting thing. You can now make a folder out of this. And you can hide it. So everything inside of this folder is now inside of everything. All of these objects is now inside of this folder. And what you could do now is you could make this folder only visible on a certain time frame. So for example, if you're sitting on the lower time frame and you don't want to see the high time frame structure, you can just go in here, select, go to settings. Here it says visibility. And here we can select what time frame do you want all of these objects or drawings to be visible on. So for example, right now I'm sitting on the 4-hour time frame. All of this is messy, very messy. It doesn't look good. It's just a lot of dots everywhere. Now if I want to hide that, I select it. I click and hold Control to select, like this. And inside of this object tree, all of these drawings is now highlighted. And now I can click here. Now all of this is selected. And you can right click and you can rename this. And you can, for example, call it lower time frame 15 min internal structure. So now I don't want to focus on this from the high time frame perspective that I'm currently now focused on the high time frame. I want to see what is going on the high time frame perspective. We are currently bearish. Now if I want to check out what's going on the lower time frame, I can just organize in this way. So that is how I normally try and map up my structure to be aware of what's going on. And this over here, you can, if you pay attention to this, you see that I'm moving around on my chart and it's also moving with me. And this one is called a anchored text. So say for example, I had a normal text. I select this is the text tool. Now if I write this, and if I now move around on my chart, it's not gonna move together with me. It's just gonna stay in its fixed place. So you could either choose this anchored text, or you could right click on this one. You click on this text, for example, and here up, this is the settings for this. And here it says an anchor. If you click on this, anchor drawing. And now if I move around on my chart, it's gonna be with me. So for example, that can be quite interesting in a number of ways. If you have a lot of notes, for example, here, for example, I have some notes regarding something I call CMC, which stands for consolidating market conditions. And the other one, TMC, stands for trending market conditions. That's something I use. So this one is a trending market, you can see. And then you have the consolidating market. So basically you can have notes on your chart, like I have here. This is a note. This specific note, the reason for this is to try and organize myself that high time frame equals blue colors, and it will signal to me that that is the swing structure. Same thing with the lower time frame. And you can have a ton of notes. Like you see here, I have a lot of notes. So that is that. Yeah, and like I said, you can make this visible on a certain time frame. So for example, right now, I'm sitting on a 15-minute time frame. You see that here. And now I can select the folder. I click on the settings. And I can go to visibility. And here, if I click on this, here you can select what time period do you want this drawing to be visible on. This is the hours. So if I click on this, all of this structure mapping is only visible on the minutes time frame. If I now go over here to the 1 hour time frame, you don't see any of that at all. So using these, specifically this object tree, can be highly useful if you have a lot of drawings on your chart and you want to save them. You can just hide them and put them in folders and hide them. So if I now go on the 15 minute, you see them here they are again. So it works if I go maybe to the 30 minute, they will be visible again because all of these drawings is only visible on the minutes time frame. I could choose it maybe to be on the 1 hour only. So that you can choose all of that yourself. So now all of these drawings is only visible on the 1 hour time frame, but not on anything above. Here we see the 1 hour, they are there. If I click on the 4 hour, they are gone. So that's some tricks for you. Yeah, and also if you didn't know it, you can make your tools into favorites. You see this tool down here. So if you go down here, you can click on it and you can have it appear. So this is your favorites toolbar. So instead of always having to go over here and select your tools that you're gonna use, you can just use this one, put it there. But what I do is that all of these settings has a all of these well, most of these tools has a shortcut. So if you click up on your account, here it says keyboard. If you go here over to this is a chart. If you click here on the drawings, here we can see that different tools has different drawings or has different shortcuts. So for example, here it says right now I'm using a Mac, but if I click on this option button and I click on the letter T, I will now select the trend line. If I click on this button, I will now select the the rectangle tool. So that is how I do it. So I don't use this one a lot because I just use these shortcuts to really quick mark out or really quick find my tools and real quick make drawings. You can see here. Same thing here. For example, here we have a fair value gap. Just notice how quickly you're able to use these different tools by just using the shortcuts and also using the control button to select the highest point. So for example, this is a high. If I just want to have that high, just click on a shortcut button, shift, like that. Really fast and simple. And you also see here, this one is a fair value gap or an imbalance. I don't like to call it an imbalance. I mentioned that earlier. I just want to have colors instead. So here, for example, this is a smart money trap. This is very minimalistic. Here, for example, this is a supply zone. So red box equals supply zone, green zone equals demand zone, just to keep everything a little bit more minimalistic. Any questions about this? Okay. So can I show you some other things? And another thing that is quite interesting that probably not a lot of people know. I'm gonna show you that real quick. Let's find my is it? Yeah. So let's see. Let's go over, if I go over here. I'm gonna now change window and to ChatGPT Atlas. So yeah. Now, so right now, before I was using the TradingView app on my MacBook or Mac Studio, and now I have the what is called the web browser version. And now, what's quite interesting is that you can also change windows. So if you want to have, for example, 2 windows like this, you can do that. But another thing I was gonna show you. So here, this is interesting. Now, if you see here it says auto save. So everything you do will be saved. But this button is quite interesting. Now, if you click on this, and now it says sharing. Now, if you take this link, you can share it to anyone you all want, and you can look at their chart real time. For example, let me just show you. So for example, if we look at, maybe we go, here, for example. Okay. So this link, this chart is not my chart. This is a chart of somebody else. In this case, you might have heard about the Trading Geek on YouTube. This is his chart. So right now I'm watching the Trading Geek's the Trading Geek on YouTube. This is his chart. So whatever he's doing, I can see that real time. And to you guys who are not familiar with him, He is a big YouTuber. The Trading Geek, big YouTuber, 1,430,000 subscribers. We're big. So now if he's gonna do anything on his chart, I can see that. And that is because he has shared his chart, which means he has gone over here. He has clicked on this sharing, and here you see this link. If I now send you guys this link, all of you are able to see everything I'm doing on my chart. So this can be extremely helpful if you are collaborating, you have a trading friend. You can look at each other's charts, and you can be more in line. That maybe your friend is saying that I'm looking at gold, and gold is bullish. What do you guys think? Well, no, this is bearish, and you have different opinions. Using this tool, you can just share that together and see what each other is doing, and you can collaborate a lot easier. So specifically, you don't necessarily need to be on a call together to trade. We can just give each other or your link. You can give him your link, or she can give or he can give you a link, and then you can kind of work a little bit together when you're more in line. So it works real time. So if, for example, Trading Geek on YouTube, if he's doing something on his chart, you'll see that. So here, for example, today is the first day of the 15. Here you see his breaks of structures. And you see so this, for example, is the Monday, the 12th of January. On Monday, he had a trade over here. This is the GBP JPY. He had a loss, as you can see. Same thing over here. Today is Thursday, so he had a trade on first day, and you can see he made a nice trade. So this is a future that not a lot of people know about. That can be really interesting, as long as the person you are want to look at the chart from, as long as he can send you his TradingView link, you're able to look at his chart. So that can be really good in terms of collaboration, trade together, and meetups. And for example, if you have a mentor, trading mentor, if he sends you his link, you can look at his chart and you can learn by doing. So he can trade on his own. He can be in the zone, just trading, doing his normal work or trading flow. And you can then sit and observe what he's doing, and you can learn passively by just watching and observing him. So that's like a very hidden feature that not a lot of people know about. Let's see here. Is there anything else? Any questions to this? And yeah, I mentioned that you could look at the chart from different time frames, but you could also use the other function that, for example, say, just remove this. So if you click over here, you see my chart. Yeah. So here we can split your chart into two. So for example, here you can have the 15-minute and yeah, I'm gonna show you that as well. So we go over there. So here, this is the 4-hour time frame. Here is the 15-minute. And let's see, where is it? Yeah. So you can split. So yeah, you can split your chart into two. So you have your high time frame over here, and you can maybe have your lower time frame here. So if you're wondering about how would this candle look on a different time frame, you can just simply just use this function. And this function is even better if you have a bigger screen. Like me, for example. If you notice this, very big. You don't. If you have a small screen, you might not see this. But I have a large 45 or 49-inch screen. So if you have a big screen, you're able to do multi-time frame analysis even easier. For example, like this. So this can be the 5-minute, for example. So this is the 15-minute or the 4-hour time frame. This is the 15-minute. This is the 5-minute. And then you can keep an eye on what is going on different time frames. Even easier. Johanna, she had a good question there in terms of the sonar. This future is can be pretty interesting in terms of the sonar as well. So if you just go and grab the sonar. So if we just let's say we go over here. So yeah, let's see. Here we have the sonar. This is the GBP JPY, and let's see. Grab this sonar and put it over here. So let's see. Yeah, so for example, this is the 4-hour time frame. Here we have the GBP JPY. This is for our time frame, and you have the sonar going on. Here we have the 15-minute time frame. And if you see here, I'm at where my mouse is. So this whole area here. So this area is this small area. So you have the high time frame sonar area that is down here, all the way down here. This is the lower time frame sonar area. So for example, so this feature can be really interesting in terms of the sonar. So as I mentioned, I saw that in one of the sonar videos on how to use it. One recommendation was to combine different time frames. So you can combine different time frames just by not switching time frames, but you can maybe just do this. So you can combine. So like this is the 4-hour, this is the maybe the 1-hour, this is the 15. So here we can have the sonar on the 4-hour time frame. Here we have it on the 1-hour. Here we can have it on the 15-minute time frame, and then you can combine it. So for example, if both the high time frame, or if the 4-hour or 4-hour sonar is bullish, the 1-hour is bullish, and the 15-minute is bullish. So you have 3 time frames, and the sonar tells you that all sonars on all the 3 time frames is bullish. Then you might have a higher confirmation or higher probability sonar trade if you can align multiple time frames, and both the multiple time frames is saying that the sonar is bullish. So that's something you can do as well. Any other questions? More. Yeah, that and I can remember that. I can do that one also. So say for example, I use this one, or we can put this one. So here we see, here I have a lot of notes for different things. So, so say you have a lot of, or you have different kinds of indicators. I have a few. I use them for different purposes. So here I have, this is an imbalance finder, and F with a fair value gap finder indicator. So here I have an, so this is a fair value gap finder. This is another indicator I have. This is a third. This is a session indicator. It will tell me what the ASA session. So I trade on the intraday basis. So I trade within the day, intraday wise. And this indicator is very useful in terms of that. So it will mark out this is the Asia, this is the high of Asia, this is the low of Asia. The whole box here is the Asia session. So what you can do then is that if you have a ton of indicators like I have a few, you can make that into a template. So I have all of these indicators. Now, if you go over here and you click on this one, here it says indicator templates, save indicator template, and here you can save them. So instead of having to put, go to your indicator section and enable the indicator you want to use every single time, you can make a template for it. And also, if you use indicators that has certain settings, important settings, those settings will be saved. So yeah, that's is that. Yeah, we have a couple of minutes, so I can maybe show you a different tool that. So I'm not only trading, but I'm also developing different tools. I'm coding. I'm building TradingView tools, indicators, TradingView strategies, and also MetaTrader bots and different other things. I'm very big on AI and yeah, general things like that. And what I made recently is a let's see, where is it? Yeah, here for example, here I have two. Oh, there we go, intraday inducement, and there. So here I have made a couple of indicators quite recently. For example, this one is called an inducement detection. So this indicator is helping me find inducement points. And so what I would define as inducement is I have rules for that. So I would find that this point gets induced, and then I want a reaction in the opposite direction. I'm not going to go into details on that. And this one is an intraday liquidity detection. So this tool I have made to help me identify liquidity on a lower time frame. So, and all of these are tools with all of this is TradingView indicators with certain settings. This one, for example, has quite a lot of different settings. Same with that other one. And now if I want to save all of this, all of these specific indicator settings, I can then save this all of my indicators as a template. So you select your template, you select the indicators you want, click over here at the indicator templates, save indicator template, and you write whatever, and you can just simply just click on the indicator template. They will be here. And now all the indicators you have will be assigned. As you can see here, I have different indicators. This is one indicator setting template I have. This one is another one. So that can be very useful. Let's see, for example, let's I have so many, where is it? Yeah, there it is. So here, for example, this is a indicator that I made recently that's called the Precision Trade Manager. So it's a trade manager. And what that does is it works in the way that I'm sure most of you might be familiar with this. This is the short or long position tool, and you will normally use that for finding our entries. However, this tool that I made works in the same way, but it's a lot more advanced, you can say. And see, take down. So what this does is it's a trade manager, like I mentioned. You can decide that, say for example, you're gonna have a trade. You're gonna enter from down here. So say you entered here. This is your stop loss, and so you entered here. Your stop loss is down here. You can drag it up and down. It's very dynamic. You see here, this is the TP3, TP2, TP1. And right now it is set to default in terms of risk to reward ratio. So if I if I drag my stop loss down, it will readjust. So here we have, this is the entry. This is the stop loss. Right now, this stop loss is 200 and this stop loss is at 19.5 pips on GBP JPY. The entry is here. The entry is here, and so if in this case, if I'm gonna enter GBP JPY, I have my stop loss down here. I have a stop loss of 19.5 pips, and then you wonder, then you ask yourself, what is the lot size I need? And in the section of this indicator, you can choose what is your account balance. So instead of you going to a lot size calculator app, you just take this up and pull it up and setting your putting the correct lot size or contract size, put in your account balance, put in your entry and your stop loss, and it will tell you it will work real time. For example, notice now. Yeah, I'm just quickly going over this, but all of you can have access to this one if you want to. We only have 5 minutes left, so I'm just gonna quickly show how it works. So here, for example, say you enter here, we have 14.2 pips stop loss. Your account balance is $10,000. What is the lot size, you might ask? The lot size you will have to put in on the MetaTrader will be 10.38 lots. So it will automatically calculate the lot size you need. And you know, let's increase the so make this big. So here it says 11 lot size is about 10.38. Now pay attention here. You see here it automatically updates. So what this does is if you enter your if you put in your entry and your stop loss in here, and you put it where you entered, it will automatically tell you the current profit and loss of your trade and how much profit you're gonna make if you take out partial profits at TP1, 2, or 3. For example, here is TP1. Price is right now 9.7 pips away. If you want to measure that, you can select the measurement tool. If you click here and drag it up there, you'll see it's about, let's see. Yeah, about 5.10. So you see it's automatically updating. So you can use this to find out if you're gonna enter a trade and you wanna have a partial take profit at a certain area. For example, say you enter down here, this is your TP3. You can right click, copy price. You can go to the settings of the tool and you scroll a bit down. Here it says enable TP3. And here it says drag TP3. Now TP3 is all the way up there. If you do the same thing, if you want to take profits at this high, you can right click. You just need to you need the price of that area you want to take a partial profit at. And say if you scroll down in the settings, here we have TP2. Have a look now. Boom, TP3. Now, if you want to take a profit at this high, same thing. Scroll down and you go to TP1. And here you can also decide that you want to close 1/3 of your trade. You want to close 33% of your trade at TP1. You want to close another 33% at the TP2, and you want to close the remaining 35% of your trade at the TP3. And notice now, so it will automatically update. So right now, price is all the way down here. Price is right now 56.1 pips away from hitting TP3. If you were to hit TP3 and you take out profits at TP3, you're gonna make a net result of $163. That will be equal to a risk reward of 1.66. For example, the TP1 is now hit. Now, if you close 1/3, meaning 33% of your trade at TP1, you will make a net profit of $39 or $40. That will be about 0.42 risk reward net profit of. And now TP3 is hit. If you now took profit at that area, that will be shown in here. So here it says closed. You have now closed 1/3 of your trade. You have made a profit of $39. Your total profit so far is 0.4% on the account, or $30 or $40. And the rest of your position is currently running. So let's just speed this up. Let's see. And just pay attention, it's always changing. Boom, hit. So TP3 or TP2, I mean, is it? If you closed at this area over here, you would have made a net profit of 0.77% or about $75. So I hope you see how valuable this tool can be versus using this simple tool that is default in TradingView. So this is the tool that everybody is using. And this tool doesn't give you any details on what is the lot size you might want to use. What is the profit if you want to have a partial take profit, or TP1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, and you want to close X% of your trade at those TP levels, what is the profits you're going to make on that? You don't know that because this tool doesn't give you those details, but this one is doing that for you. So this is a tool we have developed on the backend that is quite useful. And we're gonna cover this tool and a lot of other trade management related things later on. So I have made documents and a guide and everything you need to know about how to use this tool. And we're gonna cover that later on. So yeah, that was what I had for today. And next time, I think we're gonna do another one for Zoom or another call for TradingView. We're gonna cover a couple of other things. So this is more of an introduction, and first we learn the tools, and then we can learn some other things that is also inside of trading, but more how to use the tools, not specifically giving out signals, but learning how to use the tools and then how to make more profit from that or learn to trade.
Amazing. Thank you, Ingvar. I like this class. These details is what we've been missing. Like this is what people want to learn when they learn trading, not only how to catch the signals and place them into their broker. Some people are happy with that, but some people really want to understand the trading space and want to learn how to be self-sufficient in trading. And your education here is super valuable. Recording is going to be put up inside Circle as Ingvar's class. We're going to put up all the recordings there, and also we're going to make the space available so anyone can access the documents and stuff that Ingvar is building for his tools. So super grateful. Again, Saturday at 8, we'll be back. Make sure to invite a friend that is curious about how to navigate the trading world. And want to thank everybody for showing up and all the good questions. I saw, did you read through the question, Ingvar?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Good. There were some good questions there.
Yeah.
So if there's anything somebody want to add and you want to add, so we can do that now, or we see each other again on Saturday. Okay. Have a nice evening, everybody, and thank you all for today. Bye.
Bye.